up, y'all? We live here, BMG Studios. As you can see, we just dropped that Pat Poose, Remy Ma remix, Black Love. We finishing up. Just finished putting an ill mix to it, man. It's gonna be mean. Stay tuned, you heard? Sauce. Producing, man. I started off playing drums, 4th grade. Drums and production goes hand in hand. I wanted to be an artist, and I kind of had a friend that was in the family, really dope, amazing producer by the name of Buck Wow, who also is a part of the original Bad Boy Hitman team. And he was like, "Why don't you make beats, man?" I'm like, "What you mean? Like, make beats like from scratch?" I'm like, "From nothing?" Because all my beats, and I might have shared this, but all my beats was like copies of beats that were out. So like I had like a million different tracks to the Busta Rhymes, do. Like I used that beat on like 10 tracks and like just changed the melody around. And when I went and played it for him, he's like, "You know you can't do that, right?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He said, "Like when you're making a beat, you gotta make your own beat. Like that's the Busta Rhymes beat." And I'm like, "Yeah, but the people went crazy." I said, "The people went crazy because that's the Busta Rhymes beat. You gotta do your own thing." So, I tried it. Back then I was on keyboards. I was on a Roland XP50 that my minister of music let me borrow from church. So shout out to Derek Garble. He actually passed, but he let me use the keyboard whenever I wanted, and I started making beats and fell in love with it and became passionate about it and decided that that's the career that I wanted to have, and I never looked back since. My first placement, Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown, a lot of the youngins are not familiar, man. Yeah, Ill Nana. All of the young kings definitely had a crush on Ill Nana. You definitely thought Foxy was your girl. Don't lie, I definitely thought she was my girl. So I remember, man, like having an opportunity to go meet her in the studio, and I remember playing her a bunch of different beats, and she selected 2. One, she wrote a song called Cradle to the Grave, as I mentioned earlier. That was the title song for the movie by DMX, Jet Li, Gabrielle Union, Anthony Anderson. So that was my first placement. And she did another song, which I was scared to death because it was a diss record, and she was going at Eve. And I really like Eve. I thought Eve was my girlfriend too. So I felt a certain kind of way about her, the way it was called Get Off Me, and she went nuts. So I remember Funk Master Flex dropping the bomb, playing it. He hyped it up so crazy, and that's what made me even more nervous. He was like, "Oh my God, Foxy's destroying Eve. You hear this? New York City." And I'm like,
typical Flex fashion.
Just chill out, Flex. You're hyping it up too crazy, man. But yeah, that was a monumental moment for me. Creating a hit song is definitely something that I feel comes from your heart and soul. So it's never really a thought process for me. In creating a record, it's just something that when I turn on equipment, is what I feel at the moment. It can be a sample, it can be a drum pattern, it can be a sound, it can be a sound effect, or it could be whatever I went through that particular day. So it's more of a vibe. I never really set out to make something specific for an artist. It's off of what I feel, and at the end of the day, once I finish the track, I can kind of visualize who I hear on it. Obviously, if it's something dark, it can possibly fit Jeezy or 50. If it's something that got, a lot of melody or very melodic and gives you like a pop and R&B vibe, it could be for somebody like Chris Brown, Trey Songz, you know what I mean? But I create all type of waves, all type of styles. I can create something for Justin Bieber, CeeLo Green, Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying? So, there's no way to box me in. I just do what I feel, do what I want.
What one artist you haven't worked with yet that you want to, you're just excited to get him in the booth, get him in the studio?
Hey, yo, Jay, man. We from the same city. You know what I'm saying? You Marcy, I pass Marcy like each and every, like almost every day. You know what I'm saying? So we can get like a joint or 2. That'd be cool. And while I'm at it, what up, Rick Ross? You too. Katy Perry, I'm looking for you. Lady Gaga, you too. Kurt Franklin, yeah, we did it. We went to the same church for a moment. We could do that too. Well, the story about the ESPN First Take theme song is kind of funny because I was put into that position by going to speak at a college, and I think it was University of New Haven. So the music director asked me to come speak to his class. I accepted, went and spoke to his class. After, he was like, "You guys hungry?" And we're like, "Yeah." He said, "Let's go to Subway's." And I was like, "Bet." Subway's is one of my favorite spots. If anybody's tuned in, you want to give me something, go give me a tuna, double meat, pause, on wheat bread, provolone, lettuce, salt, peppers, oil and vinegar, and Chipotle mayo. And get the salt and vinegar chips. But yeah, so we sat down and they were kind of talking about this theme song that was needed, and they was actually searching for Talib Kweli. And I work with Kweli on a few records. And I was like, "Yo, Like, what's up? I'll put you in contact with quality. And he was like, oh, all right, cool. And then I was like, well, who's doing the beat? And he was like, and I was like, me? So that's how it really came about. Producers that are out there that want to be successful in the business, just do you. Create from the heart and soul. Oftentimes, a lot of people come in and follow sounds and follow trends, but that's not really the way to have longevity in the business. For me to be in the game for over 15 years and still relevant says a lot. And the answer to that is me doing what I want, is whatever I feel. I don't turn on the radio and make a record that the radio is playing or create something that everyone is doing. I just do me, you know what I mean? And I feel that's the way to connect with the audience. That's the way to really develop an authentic fan base for an artist and producer. So just do you, be consistent, be persistent, network, use social media to your advantage. That's something that I didn't have coming up. I had to really hit the streets and get out there and stand in front of labels. Hope I run into Jay-Z one day. Hope I run into a Fab and do it that way. But now, everything is kind of at your fingertips. And producers should definitely take heed to social media and really connect the dots because they're there for you.
Top 5 favorite beats you ever created?
Whew. Top 5 favorite beats. Definitely the ESPN First Take theme song. Okay. Mike Jones' Grandma. And I choose that because it was very sentimental to him. His grandmother unfortunately passed, so it was a record that was very dear to his heart. To be that touching and personal to him was monumental to me. Gotta say my first placement, Cradle to the Grave, which was actually featured in the film and on the soundtrack. Same Girl with J-Lo. And shout out to Chizzy, I produced that with him. It's a record called Girl Power. No One's Heard, by myself and CeeLo Green.
Okay.
I made the record in like 2004, 2005. It's an older joint. And I ran into CeeLo like a week ago. And we haven't seen each other for a long time. And then when we saw each other, it was like magic. And he's like, yo, where you been? I'm like, where you been? And, my partner and vice president of the company, Mike Daniel, was like, I want to hit a CeeLo record. So after we left, the event, we played the CeeLo record, and it's something that's timeless. So I know the world hasn't heard it. Talk to CeeLo. I'm gonna holler at him, see if we can put that out. There we go. Oh, what up, y'all? It's the King Amadeus, and you're tuned into Back to the Lab on thesource.com.